The problem of tragedy. What is it? In this video, I'm going to discuss the problem of tragedy that comes up in the subfield of philosophy called aesthetics, and I'll leave you with some famous philosophers who have written on the problem of tragedy. Let's get started. Whoa, here's a list of some different art forms. Hunger is an image created graphically by artists Gilbert and George. Baraye is a song that was created by this singer Shervin Hajipour. The Exorcist is a movie directed by David Gordon Green. Dune is originally a book, later a movie, authored by Frank Herbert. The Black Cat is a short story by Edgar Allan Poe. All of these are art forms. They're pieces of art. And the problem of tragedy is not being able to explain painful art. This image, Hunger, if you go and look at the image, I don't know about you, but it makes me feel very uncomfortable. This song, Baraye, I don't know about you, but it makes me feel really depressed, hopeless. I cry when I listen to the song. The Exorcist, I don't know about you, but it's very scary. It's a horror film that makes me feel frightened and just agitated. Dune, when you read the book, I don't know about you, but it makes me feel very angry about injustices. The Black Cat, I don't know about you, but when I read that short story, I felt very disturbed and disgusted. Okay? Those are a lot of negative feelings, painful feelings. Uncomfortable, sad, scared, like there's an injustice, disgusted, angry maybe. These are all negative emotions. The problem of tragedy is basically this: to try to explain painful art. Let's take this idea, painful art, and let's break it down into the different things that it could mean. Consider this first question. Why do people enjoy pain in art? We don't enjoy pain in real life. When somebody tells you, oh, that movie was so scary, most of us think, oh, wow, I want to see. I want to see Saw. I want to see Shawshank Redemption. Okay, well, I'm making references as an American living in the year 2020 something. So depending on where you live, you might have different examples of scary movies, but the point is still the same. You don't like to be afraid of real things in real life. So it's a problem that you enjoy feeling afraid from art, from fiction. Why do people enjoy pain in fictional songs, movies, plays, stories, paintings, when they don't enjoy it in real situations? Here is another way to get at the same problem. The problem of tragedy is not just why do people enjoy pain in art and in art forms. It's also why do artists seek out to create art that invokes or inspires negative emotions. We don't do that in real life. In real life, we don't go around trying to make people feel depressed or disgusted or scared. So why is it that artists try to make a painting that invokes those emotions, those negative emotions? When somebody's coming up with their next movie or their next book, their next painting, their next song, their next play, they might decide to make it a tragedy or a horror story. But why? Why do artists want to make their audience feel negative emotions when that's not how real life works? Here's a third way to put the problem of the tragedy, this difficulty to explain humans' desire for painful art. How can pain in fiction cause us joy? Again, there's that sense of enjoyment, of happiness. When you're watching a scary movie and you're enjoying it, how does that make sense? When you're listening to a very depressing song and you're enjoying listening to the painful song. How does that make sense? That's the problem of tragedy. How can pain in a fictional character, in a movie we're watching, or in a book we're reading, or the character in some song we're listening to, how can pain in art cause us joy? We don't get joy from real pain in real life. That's the problem of tragedy. And lastly, I wanted to leave you with some names of some authors of people who have written on the problem of tragedy.